That was Riding Home with the Reader. Good evening. You are listening to the Conquerall Mills Music Show on 88.7 Cove FM and online at covefm.com. Tonight in the studio, I have James Ramey and Billy Hamilton as the duo Dirt Stache.
This song is called Paramedic.
And that was Paramedic by my guest tonight, Dirt Stache. Thank you so much for coming in and doing the show this evening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
The name Dirt Stache is a very interesting one. Whenever I bring that up or tell people that, oh yeah, Dirt Stache is playing a show, usually elicits a chuckle and sometimes a little bit of a funny look. Can you tell me a little bit about that name?
The name just, I don't know, came from the top of our heads. The band originally started as a joke to play a party like 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
And in preparation for the party, we ended up writing songs. And by the time the party rolled around, we actually had an album released. And we started as a joke, but I guess we kind of just ran with it.
And which one of you came up with Dirt Stache? Was that a collective effort to figure that one out, or one person say, "Oh, Dirt," and the other person say Stache? Let's put the two together, you know.
No, it wasn't that good. I think we were just joking around about stupid band names, and Dirt Stache just randomly popped out, and we were like, "Oh, that actually has a slight ring to it."
There's a few other more vulgar ones on the pile, but we chose Dirt Stache.
Good, nice PG-13 sort of name for the band. The next song you have for us is Caffeine. Can you tell us about that song just briefly?
Yeah, it's just about drinking a lot of coffee. And we live in a society, I guess, with mental illness and things like that being something that is so strong in the forefront. This is kind of a take on that, except we use something like coffee, not booze or cigarettes or something like that. It's about drinking lots of coffee.
All right.
Or Red Bulls in my case.
Yeah. Something highly caffeinated. Well, this is Caffeined by Dirt Stache.
I am a pain. I need you every day. You are a pain. I am a pain. I need you every day. You are a pain. I can't wait. You'll be the death of me. I can't wait. You'll be the death of me. I can't wait. You'll be the death of me. I can't wait. You'll be the death of me. I am a pain. I need you every day. You are a pain. Take my life away. I am a pain. I need you every day. You are a pain. Go! You are the thing that I need. Cause you know that I am a me. I am the thing that I need. Cause you know I am a me. I am a me. It's you I need. You take my life. You take my life. I am a me. It's you I need. You take my life.
And that was Caffeined by Dirt Stache. You've given us the origin of where the name Dirt Stache comes from. How did you two come together as musicians? How did Billy and James become Dirt Stache?
Probably it's various remnants of other local bands, and Billy and I were actually jamming in
we had like this melodic hardcore band called Titus that was short-lived for like 4 shows. I was drumming, he was playing bass.
And actually, ironically, we had the lead singer walk out on us while we were playing the very origin of our music, which was a punk song. He just walked out because he just decided that was enough. And Billy and I said, well, the rest of the band is left and it's just us two, so we may as well just keep it going and see what sort of wild and crazy noises we can make together. And as you guys probably have already been experiencing, and we can do a lot of racket for just two people.
Well, it was funny because for the first 2 albums that we released, we were just an instrumental band. We were trying to find a vocalist for the longest time, and it wasn't until a year or so ago we said, well, screw it, we're not finding anyone. We might as well take the matter into our own hands and do it ourselves. But it was funny, when I first started going to shows around here, James is already known as the best bass player in Bridgewater. And like I always looked up to him. It's like seeing the bands that he was in. It's like, oh, I hope I can play with James Ramey one of these days. And voila, here we are.
Yeah, I don't think you need to add anything else to the lineup for the time being. You guys do pump out a fair amount of volume for just there being two of you. So
Well, and we've considered adding other members, guitar players, vocalists, keyboard player, like whatever. But I think at this point, rather, if we add more members, we wouldn't be Dirt Stache anymore.
it would change into something else.
Yeah,
It's clean
Stache
shaven.
trio or something.
Become clean shaven.
we'd have to shave and grow up.
All right. What are you going to play first next?
This song is called Mud.
Any backstory on that? Just about mud.
Yeah, it's just about mud. Big old dirty hole.
It's more or less, I think, about people changing and that kind of thing, which
Wiping your mud off at the door when you walk in.
will be evident through what gets yelled at you guys next.
We'll let the song speak for itself.
All right. This is Mud by Dirt Stache. It's always so enjoyable when you yell things at me, guys. That was awesome. We're actually coming up on our first break for the show. But before we hit that, I've got one more question for you. Sure. And what is it about heavy, loud music that you guys enjoy? What drew you to that style of music?
Teenage angst.
Haven't grown out of it yet. I don't know. It's just like you get a different feeling from playing this stuff than you do any other stuff. Like James plays in a cover band. I've played in different bands. It's like you don't get quite the same feeling.
No, that's right.
Metal.
It's nice, especially if you can take the energy of what you're doing and you can see other people starting to get into it. Like typically we play shows with other metal bands, so therefore people who are at the show are there to hear loud, obnoxious, wild and crazy things. And it's nice when you can see people really feeling the energy that you can put off on stage, because this isn't our typical thing that we perform at or have the opportunity to do.
I think this is the first time we've ever played for an audience that's sitting down. It's kind of intimidating, not gonna lie. Like we're used to like seeing the crowd like be jumping around, like pushing each other and moshing and stuff. But And that's kind of what feeds us the energy. But yeah.
And when people are doing this, they're not hurting each other. Let's just let's clarify that. It's not people come out to our shows and it's people beating the absolute crap out of each other, because that's not the way it is. It's
Not
just
cool. Not cool.
But I guess if you're into that style of music, that's what you would typically see at a metal show, is all sorts of different walks of life and people jumping around having a good time.
And just a quick follow-up to that, when you're playing these songs, do you feel that it makes the song better if you're upset when you play it or if you're happy and you play it? Is that a stupid question?
No. It's, our emotion definitely goes into it. And I think, I don't know, once the song's written, it doesn't really matter what emotion we're in, but I'd say most of these songs we write when we're pissed off and upset. Like days when we show up to practice and one of us is pissed off, I know we're writing a song that day.
Inspiration has struck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we are going to take our first break on the Conquerall Mills Music Show. Please stay tuned for more of Dirt Stache after the break. And we are back. You are listening to the Conquerall Mills Music Show on 88.7 Cove FM with my guest tonight, Dirt Stache. What are you guys going to play for us next?
We're going to play a number for you called Shitty. And that song is just about the 9-to-5 grind, I guess.
Give her, fellas.
95 straight speed down, punching in and punching out. Mental state in decline, living life with no free time. Working hands to the post, and every day the same shows. Working hands to the post, and every day the same shows. 95 straight speed down, punching in and punching out. Mental state in decline, living life with no free time.
And that was Shitty by Dirt Stache. I think you really encapsulated all the frustrations with Mondays in that song. When you guys first started playing music, your songs were largely instrumental, and you're going to play one of your instrumentals for us next. How do you convey meaning of a song when there are no words in it?
That's a very good question.
For me, it's always been something. When we first started out, we kind of had a dark sense of humor to some of our songs and that kind of thing. And the reason why we don't play a lot of the old stuff today's we're a little bit older and a little bit wiser, making things a bit more cohesive and not quite so out there. But when we originally started as a band, we were trying to think of what was the most wild and crazy thing that we could do as just two people. So it was like, cram as many genres into the melding pot as you can, like have it predominantly heavy, but you have like your funky parts, your groovy parts, your little swing jazz interludes and things like that. And we were able to create quite progressive pieces in the sense that whatever the song title was, you were kind of supposed to think about it. So I always say, picture like you're super hungry in the morning and you want all kinds, you're trying to start your day right. So you're starting off with your breakfast and you're having like your bowl of Rice Krispies with the A vitamins and the B vitamins and the things like that. It's also a grain product. It's good for you. It's got lots of good nutritional value, and they always say that a good day starts with breakfast. So I think with that being, without further ado, this next one's called Breakfast.
You completely psyched me out with the fake ending. I should have known that was coming. I knew that was in there.
You should know this. We record this here. Yeah, that song was on our first album, Shed Safari, which we recorded right in the studio with Steph and Ramey. And that's where we recorded our second one, actually, Dosk, and we recorded here. We just released physical copies of our new CD, First World Idiot, which we had recorded with Joey Finder. He did a beautiful job with it.
And he's actually here in the crowd with us today. Woo! The man himself.
And pretty soon we're going to play some new songs. I don't know if I'm answering one of your questions right now, but we actually just did some studio work up in Dartmouth at Compact Audio with Justin Felix. We're releasing a split EP with the band of Vice and Virtue from Halifax. That should be available soon, and we are going to play some songs in a bit.
Cool. Yeah, you do have a little bit of mix of music tonight, and that was one, like you said, one of your older songs, and one of my personal favorites, just because, you know, how you were saying about eating your breakfast in the morning. I look at that first heavy part as like you wake up in the morning and you're really hungry.
That first part's the morning dump.
Oh, God. and then you get to the part where it gets that little funky groove going on, and that's like, you know, you're actually getting the vitamins and stuff like that, and then it goes into the hard part where you like get hungry again. So
like hindsight being 2020, if we could go back and record those, we'd have little excerpts in there. It's like, okay, now it's digesting. Now you're feeling good.
Sort of the songwriter's commentary over your songs. So you don't really play. We discussed earlier that you're not looking to add a third member at any point, but you have done some collaborative work with people and having like guest musicians in and things like that. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, well, with both of our records, actually, first one, Shed Safari, we got the rap hip-hop group Glory versus Failure to come in and put some bars on a song. So that was like our first song with vocals, which was interesting because it had a major hip-hop vibe to it, and that was kind of like a really fun song to listen to. Now, lyrically, that's probably not a song that you want to play if there's any kids around or anything like that, because
it's kind of raunchy.
Yeah, it was just a
more adult themed.
I guess they were going for the whole Dirt Stache thing. Like they did write some dirty lyrics, but
that's where we got "What's That on Your Upper Lip" from. The first T-shirt design we ever did had "What's That on Your Upper Lip?" Dirt Stache on the back, and that actually comes from that song. We can't take credit for that. That would be all Glory versus Failure, but we kind of coined it as our own.
And then we did another 2 collaborations on our next CD. One song called Rain on Your Parade, which we had locally born guitarist Chris Richards rip a guitar solo on, which was one of our, like, I can't believe we got him to actually play a song and that kind of stuff. And that song turned out really well. And we actually wrote that about the parade being rained out in Bridgewater around like the exhibition time, and that's where we came up. We were just like, well, let's just call it Rain on Your Parade.
Well, I think that day, the day of the parade, we were jamming at my house, and like it started to rain, and we're like, suckers watching the parade, getting all rained on. We were just making music.
And another one that you did, which we've actually got a pre-recorded track, and this is the first time I've had an opportunity to do this in a while, but Greg's song, who did you work on with that?
We did that with Greg Connors, buddy of mine from Halifax. For a while, he was doing a lot of spoken word poetry. He had released an album of just straight spoken word. So we figured with the song we had written, it'd be really cool to have him come in and yell about feelings and stuff.
All right, well, I'm going to play one of these pre-recorded ones. This is Greg's song by Dirt Stache.
1 year in the making. 1 year of scraping turned digging, our backs bending but never breaking, refusing to admit defeat. Holding tight to our implements as if this was how it was meant to be. But we're 6 feet down now, and it's time to get out. I've been here so long that I'm starting to make friends with these earthworms, crawling about, claiming this stale hole to be a home. They're singing songs about pushing through darkness, as if their hollow eyes are set on something brighter. But I'm shedding the weight of this dirt now, and I already feel lighter. It's hard to recognize the sun that's been shining on your back when you've been weighed down, staring at the ground. But I'm looking up now, getting out, setting a course more parallel to the horizon. Leaving behind this false sense of security that's been fueled by doubts. See, I found purpose in something new. A part of me will always be here with you, but I found better things to do than wait around, hoping that this all works out. So whether our lives become an island in the middle of the ocean or stay a stone against the current of this stream, I'll hold fast to what I believe, and I'll never go back to drifting.
And that was Greg's song by Dirt Stache. We are going to take one more break here on the Conquerall Mills Music Show. Please stay tuned for more music from Billy and James after the break. And we are back on the Conquerall Mills Music Show with my guest this evening, Dirt Stache. This is Rain on Your Parade. And that was Rain on Your Parade by our guest tonight, Dirt Stache. You guys have been busy. You're always rehearsing. You get a fair amount of gigs. If people want to get more information on your band, where can they go to get that?
There's actually 2 ways you can reach us. If you just want to have news on Dirt Stache and what we're kind of working on at this present time, you can check us out on Facebook. Just type in Dirt Stache on Facebook and it'll probably be the first thing that comes up in the search bar. So that's kind of sweet. And you can also get us on Bandcamp. So www.dirtstache.bandcamp.com is where you can find our music. If you're interested in listening to anything else, that's where you can find it.
We also have an Instagram too, at Dirt Stache Band. We kind of advertise our upcoming shows and stuff with that, but that's more just for posting pictures and shooting the shit.
Excellent. Well, let's get some more tunage from you. What are you going to play for us next?
We're going to play 2 songs here. Indecisive is the first one, and then Playing God is the second one. Playing God, this is the first time we've ever actually played it in front of anybody. So that's fun. We record these 2 CDs, these 2 songs with Justin Felix at Compact Audio, and they're the 2 songs that are going to be on our split EP with A Vice and Virtue, which will be released hopefully this summer.
Excellent.
This one's Indecisive. we share. The woods, the trees. The woods, the trees. Living in the bushels and welcome to the world if time you die. Run as much as that you die. My choice always will be you die.
no guilt. And I feel no pain. Your pain, you may staring back at me. I ain't done with you. Great. I can't live until you're gone. We can't live until you're gone. Gone. Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
Your own flesh and blood. A life taken by your own hands. Do unto others as others do unto you. She never, ever, ever stood a chance. 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 She never, ever, ever stood a
And that was Indecisive and Playing God by my guest tonight, Dirt Stache. We are almost out of time on the show, unfortunately. I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming in and playing for us this evening. Let's give him another round of applause.
Most importantly, big thanks to Steph and Ramey for doing this. Big thanks to Conquerall Music. Big thanks to everyone that's in this room right now. And a huge shout out to everyone on Cove FM listening right now. Hopefully we didn't scare you too much. Hopefully you're still listening to Cove FM right now.
So, yeah, the last song you're going to play for us isn't just one song. It's actually 3 songs. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
We call it the Bitter Trilogy because it's just 3 short, bitter, angry songs that run well together. I think we wrote all 3 on the same day.
Yeah, we did. And actually, the 3 of these played together, like, equates to, like, 2 minutes or something like that. It's 3 songs in 2 minutes. And one pretty package. Or bitter package, if you will, I guess.
Yeah, these songs are just kind of about being broke and not having a whole lot of money. And, well, the last one, First World Idiot, is about working in retail and dealing with all sorts of first world idiots on a daily basis. But, we'll talk about all that here in a few minutes. No money.
I need a vacation! I need to be conquered! Nobody for landlord! Nobody for nobody! Nobody for nobody! Nobody for nobody! Nobody for you! Nobody for me!
song. Baby boomer says you better write a love song. Never gonna get the girls with that one. Get it? We don't care if you don't like this. We couldn't give any less of a shit. Keep your 2 cents. Keep your charity. First world idiot! World idiot! First world idiot! Your problems are natural problems. Your problems are natural problems. First world idiot! Are you with me? Go, are you with me? First world idiot! First world idiot! First world idiot! I am a first world idiot!
The Conquerall Mills Music Show is hosted, produced, and mixed by Stefan Ramey, and our recording engineer this evening is Guy Doucette. To hear previous episodes of the Conquerall Mills Music Show, please visit our YouTube channel at Conquerall Music. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified when new episodes have been uploaded. You have been listening to the Conquerall Mills Music Show on 88.7 CKVE Cove FM and online at covefm.com. Please keep it tuned to Cove FM for Time Machine with Bob McDonald at 9 p.m. Have a wonderful evening.